Morning.
Morning.
How you going, Neil?
Good, how are you?
Good, good, good. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. When I was at school, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. My kind of dream idea for what I wanted to do for a living was play in a band or be a cartoonist. Yeah. And neither of those seemed to be working out. So I went to, so I applied to do a law degree and went to law school. And I realized within about a fortnight that I wasn't going to become a lawyer, but I stuck with it and got the degree. Yeah. And then after that, I had to kind of figure out what I wanted to do next. And advertising seemed like, it seemed like something that was a combination of the commercial and the creative. You know, it seemed like it might be interesting in a combination of, as I say, different things that I was interested in. It's, well, there's not much hierarchy at Widen's, and there's very little difference to authority or status that accords to any title. So operationally, it means that I run the London office in partnership with the two creative partners, Tony Davidson and Ian Tate. Yep. So the three of us have got responsibility for running the office, but there isn't a lot of hierarchy at Widen's, which is one of the things that's nice about it. Unlike working in some of the big network companies where you've got holding company, you know, you've got regional management, you've got international management, then you've got holding company management. Widen's is privately owned, it's a lot more simple. So I report directly to the president of the organisation, and that's it. Average day, try and get the kids out of the house and on the school bus. Yeah. And then from 9 o'clock, it's usually a combination of internal meetings. We've generally got something bubbling under or on the go on new business, trying to find a new client. So it's kind of a combination of all that stuff through the day. Most of the time it kind of happens in the office. Occasionally you have to go out and visit a client at their office. So they're everywhere from Maidenhead to Leeds, yep, to Bucharest, yep, to Denmark. And I was just about to say we've got another one which is even more further afield than that, and then I realised it's still confidential, so I can't mention that one. So it's a combination of catching up with our people and catching up with the clients, because the job is essentially making sure that our people are doing their best work and making sure that the clients are, you know, we're understanding what our clients need and doing a good job for them. The joke always at Widen's is that great ideas can come from anywhere except Neil. So, so you can tell things are really desperate if I start making creative suggestions. I think you have to recognise what you're good at, and I think, well, hopefully by the amount of time I've been in the business, I recognise that maybe I can. I'm not the best person to come up with the creative ideas, but I can recognise when we've got one, you know, so I can identify something that I think's got potential. Be aware that anybody like me, you know, anyone who's in a senior position at an agency who's responsible for recruitment gets loads and loads of emails all the time from people who want work. I would say the majority of them are just, they're just an obvious circular letter where they've just changed my name. Sometimes there's a transparent attempt to personalise it slightly where they say, "Dear Mr. X, I am a great fan of your agency. I particularly admire your work for insert client here." Yeah. And again, it's really obvious that not an awful lot of thought has gone into it, and it's been sent to dozens and dozens of people. You'd be surprised how often people actually forget to change something, and I'll get something that says, "Dear David, I would love to work at the wrong agency." So I'd say, you know, one of the things is, if you're going to send something like that, it is worth taking a little bit of time to personalise it. You're much more likely to get a reply if you do that, because if someone feels like you've written to them personally, they feel that they should reply rather than just delete. Mm-hmm. Once you do get a response from somebody, even if it's a negative response, I would use that as the start of a relationship and kind of try and maintain some kind of contact with them. Take any opportunity you can to get your foot in the door. I would say it's better to take a shitty job at a good agency, and just get your foot in the door and get the opportunity to show what you can do by being keen. You know, although it's good to kind of maintain contact, you know, don't be a pain in the arse and pester people. Yeah. our promise that we make to the people who join Widen's and the people we work with and our clients is that people come to Widen's to do the best work of their lives. You know, that was the founding principle of the agency 30 odd years ago, and that's what we still try to do. You know, so we set the bar high for creativity because, you know, that's what we do.
Yeah,
there isn't anything else. Yeah. You establish a set of norms for how things are done, and you say, this is the way we do things. We're not interested in doing something that's mediocre. We say to clients, this is what we're here to do. So if you're looking for something that's average, we're not the right agency for you. And we try to prove it in the work that we do. For a pitch, you put together the team best suited to meet their brief. Everyone on the team gets in the room together, discusses all the work that everybody's been doing. Everyone's opinion is considered, except mine, obviously. And then the creative directors make the decision. We don't generally say, here are 2 or 3 different ideas, pick one. Because we think part of our responsibility is to make a strong recommendation. We'll try and present, rather than present a script or a layout, we'll try and present an idea. Okay. And then what we say is, we'll show stuff that is proof of concept for the idea, is the kind of industry jargon. So proof of concept for an idea for a potential new client might be it might be that we've prototyped an app. Yep. It might be that we've made a kind of a rough mood edit for a piece of video. It might be that we've macked up a kind of a poster idea or something like that. But you would have enough to kind of show, oh, I see how this works in retail, I see how it works at point of sale, I see how it works in outdoor, I see how it works in film. We kind of think the best people to explain the work are usually the people who've done it, and we think it's useful for the client and the creative people to talk directly so that there's a good kind of shared understanding. What are our main strengths? The obvious answer is to say we have, in terms of creative reputation, we're seen as one of the best in the world, and we've been Agency of the Year at the Cannes Festival of Creativity, I don't know, last 3 or 4 years running. So that's a kind of an indication of peer respect for our work. We've also been top-ranked independent agency at the FEs, the Global Effectiveness Awards. That's the key point for us, is it's a combination of creative excellence that delivers commercial results for clients. It's about, ultimately it's about the work. I know all agencies say that, but it really is that. It's about trying to do work that is excellent and original and does a great job for our clients. We don't set ourselves the objective of winning awards. It's nice if we win them along the way, but that's not the objective for what we do. And when you walk in the front door of our office or any of the Widen's offices, you won't see shelves with awards, and there are no trophy cabinets around the place. That's not how we do things, because we don't want people to think that the awards are the reason we do what we do.